Now on 4 News Now at 6, investigators are trying to figure out what caused a construction accident at the Spokane Tribe Casino that killed one person, what one man heard when walking by.
Keep the sunglasses out for Wednesday, but you might also need your ice scraper. I'm tracking more snow in the first alert forecast. And a new company could be responsible for dropping your kids off at school next year. Why the Spokane School Board says they are considering ending a decade-long partnership with Durham. You're watching 4 News Now at 6.
A construction worker died at the Spokane Tribe Casino's construction site this morning. Airway Heights police and casino managers have yet to say what caused the death. Thanks for joining us. I'm Aaron Luna.
I'm Kirsten O'Connor. In a media conference earlier, casino managers and police said they were still working to notify the family of the person who died. Vanessa Perez is live at the casino tonight. She spoke to a man who was walking in when that accident happened. Vanessa.
Yeah, well, law enforcement and first responders have cleared the scene, but this is still an active investigation. Investigators are trying to piece together what happened here at this construction site Tuesday morning.
The whole parking lot shook. It was so loud and so heavy that it literally made this big parking lot shake. And I didn't see what fell, but I sure felt it.
A tragic situation at this construction site. Bennett says he asked construction workers what happened. That's when they pointed him in the direction of a large object. He says it wasn't clear if this was something workers were lifting with a crane.
It's a massive piece of metal. It's probably 30 by 70 or 90 feet. Really, I-beams, heavy piece of metal.
Police and casino managers wouldn't say if something fell. Chaplains were comforting people on site of this devastating scene.
We want to reiterate with the tribe, we want to keep the family in our thoughts and prayers, and all the construction workers. We're trying to provide services as needed for mental health professionals and health and human services as well to ensure their care and the family's care as well.
The contractor for this project is a company called Swinnerton. In a statement, the company called this a formwork collapse. Formwork is the mold in which concrete is poured and left to dry until it's hardened. The company said it's unclear what caused the incident and that it's too early to speculate. And the company also said that this site is going to remain closed until at least Wednesday. It's also cooperating with the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, also known as OSHA. We'll continue to bring you more information as it becomes available. Live in Airway Heights, Vanessa Perez, 4 News Now.
First on 4 News Now, there's breaking news in the case involving the man accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students. A Latah County judge gave the green light for Brian Kohberger to have a second attorney appointed to him. That could signify that prosecutors will go after the death penalty. A co-counsel is usually appointed in Idaho criminal cases involving the death penalty. So far, prosecutors have not confirmed whether they intend to seek death. The new motion specifically requested the court to appoint, quote, an additional death-qualified co-counsel. Kohberger is accused of murdering Kaylee Gonsalves, Xana Kernodle, Madison Mogen, and Ethan Chapin last November in a house in Moscow. Right now, Kootenai County Public Defender Ann Taylor is representing Kohberger as one attorney qualified to defend those facing the death penalty in the state of Idaho. Kohberger is scheduled for a preliminary hearing in June.
Spokane police arrested a man after a 5-hour-long standoff in west central Spokane this morning. Police say it started with a call from a woman saying 32-year-old Ryan Shawls was making threats to kill yesterday afternoon. According to Spokane police, Shawls was located around 4 in the morning near an apartment complex on North Summit Boulevard and West Broadway. Police say he then barricaded himself inside an apartment with another man, and they claim Shawls made threats to kill law enforcement. The standoff finally came to an end when police used a chemical agent to help arrest Shawls. He's now facing multiple charges, including felony harassment.
It was a beautiful day across the inland Northwest.
You can't get too comfortable with all that sun, though. Man. We can enjoy it for a little while longer, Aaron. But snow is on the way. Chief Meteorologist Chris Crocker is here to let us know when.
Well, we have got some more sunshine to enjoy first. Well, actually, full moon tonight. Beautiful evening. In fact, it will be rising in about 30 seconds. Sunshine on Wednesday, but snow will arrive late in the day for a slick Thursday commute. Looks like Friday's commute might be a challenge as well. Here's a look at our satellite and radar right now, and we do have some scattered showers around the region. A little bit of snow in the central panhandle, some rain showers moving through the Columbia Basin right in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. However, we are dry and we will be staying dry this evening. Temperatures, we've cooled to 32 in Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint, still 39 in Spokane, 34 degrees in Pullman, right around the Spokane area. We're in the 40s in downtown 9 Mile, as well as Liberty Lake. It's 36 right now in Spangle. Here's a look now at your day planner for tomorrow. We'll start the day off at 23 degrees, a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day with a high of 42, close to average. 46 is our average high now, but that chance of showers, snow showers, starts showing up tomorrow late afternoon and evening. I'll let you know how much to expect where you live and tell you about the snow on the way for Friday in just a few minutes. Aaron?
Chris, thank you. The Gonzaga men's basketball team is taking on St. Mary's for the WCC Tournament Championship tonight.
And our sports director, Julian Minnesone, is live here in studio with us. And with the latest, right, Julian?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one, guys. Things are just getting underway in Las Vegas between these two teams, so it's still scoreless right now. But Drew Timme is the guy to keep an eye on tonight, because not only is he key for Gonzaga, but he is just 5 points away from the Gonzaga all-time scoring record. Of course, we'll have another update from this game coming up later in our full sportscast. Gonzaga women's hoops, they fell short in its WCC championship game against Portland today, 64-60. The Bulldogs led by double digits at halftime, but were outscored by 15 points in the second half. Gonzaga's Yvonne Ejim had 21 points in the loss. The Bulldogs will now have to wait until Selection Sunday to see where they land in the NCAA tournament. The NCAA women's basketball selection show is at 5 o'clock on Sunday night. We'll have more from this game and the Gonzaga men's in our full sportscast, like I mentioned, at 6:30. Guys?
That was a heartbreaker. I hope the men's game ends better.
Yeah.
Thanks, Julian. Well, new at 6 o'clock. It's a medicine commonly used to treat people with breathing problems. Liquid albuterol is in short supply, and the shortage is only expected to get worse. The drug has been on the FDA shortages list since October, and supply will continue to fall after a major supplier to U.S. hospitals recently shut down. Products from the one remaining major domestic source of liquid albuterol are on back order now, and the American Lung Association is urging parents to make sure they have one of those inhalers on hand and that it is not expired.
Works just as well at opening up the lungs, especially when there's wheezing, shortness of breath, cough, or inflammation of the airways.
So as of now, albuterol inhalers don't seem to be impacted by the shortage. Those inhalers you see on your screen there, experts say there are other medications that can help you, and you should talk to your doctor about the options that are right for you and your children.
Still ahead, the Spokane Fire Department says the number of drug overdoses are on the rise. The new program, they say, will give them the tools they need to save lives. Plus,
I take every bullet in that clip to wherever in my body they shoot it, and then I will kill every man on this plane.
Chaos on a United Airlines flight. How the passengers and crew came together to stop this man after he attacked a flight attendant. Coming up on 4 News Now at 6.
Track live radar on the 4 News Now weather app.
Save your green at Jennifer's.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on the next task. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXOY.com to nominate it. 4 News Now Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
It's time to replace your old tub with a new shower. But you don't want the hassle or the worry of getting it finished. You just want to pick a style and relax, knowing that it'll be wonderful when it's done. Is that too much to ask? No, actually it's not. Rebath, from start to stunning. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $1,250 off your complete bathroom remodel.
Watching Andy Griffith has one result.
Makes you feel good, don't it? Kind of a warm feeling right in the middle of your stomach. You know why you're feeling that way, don't you, boy?
'Cause I'm pooped.
Weeknights at 8 over the air on KXLY 4.2.
Spring is here, and it's time for the Spokane Home and Garden Show.
Experience everything new in home remodeling, maintenance, new construction, and more. Meet the experts and start your home improvement projects.
Listen to informative seminars and experience product demos. Enter to win the grand prize sponsored by Homes by Galleon.
Save on bathrooms, bedrooms, kitchens, landscaping, solar, spas, windows, anything for your home.
There's something for everyone at the Spokane Home and Garden Show, March 10th through the 12th.
That was funny. Yeah. That's a sick bike.
Boys.
Miss Sanderson?
See you Monday.
No way.
New at 6 tonight, Spokane first responders are seeing more people than ever overdosing. The need for the life-saving overdose drug Narcan is also rising.
Now, the Spokane Fire Department is looking at a new approach, not just to save people from overdosing, but to get them the care they need to fight their addiction. Tonight at 6 o'clock, Bronte Sorotsky joins us in studio with a new plan to tackle this increase in overdoses.
Well, when Spokane paramedics treat overdose victims with Narcan, many end up finding that same person overdosed again just hours later. And that's happening 2 to 3 times every day. Fire Chief Brian Schaefer says it's time to look at an approach to connect people with the services that will keep them off these drugs for good.
And then we'll see them later in the exact same situation. That can happen 2 times a day.
Drug overdoses have become an everyday occurrence in Spokane, with some people overdosing and needing life-saving care multiple times in the same day.
I'm talking CPR on somebody's chest. That should be a huge wake-up for somebody, because we oftentimes break ribs.
The Spokane Fire Department, along with the Regional Health District and WSU, is working on a program that would do more than just save people after an overdose.
To build this collaborative where we will have a multidisciplinary approach to seeing people, meeting them where they are, working to take care of them with complete care.
And would give them the tools they need to beat their addiction for good.
Push the person to seek that illicit drug and get them into a program that we know is successful to bridge people and get them off of the opioid long term.
This program would create a team of caregivers who would still give Narcan to overdose victims, but would also provide treatment to stop these victims from using drugs. The program would add on to the fire department's behavioral response unit that addresses mental health needs, and would add doctors who can prescribe the medications needed to get people off of these drugs.
It's a medical illness. It is something that we can address with medicine.
The Spokane Regional Health District has a program that distributes Narcan to community members and also distributes it through its syringe exchange, where people can swap out their syringes for the life-saving drug. Live in studio, Bronte Sorotsky, 4 News Now.
Bronte, thank you. Access to Narcan could be drastically increased as the FDA could soon make it available over the counter. Last month, 2 advisory committees voted unanimously in favor of increasing availability, but the final decision will be up to the FDA commissioner. Right now, Narcan is available in many pharmacies with or without a prescription. It is kept behind the counter. If approved, you could soon find it in vending machines, grocery stores, and gas stations across the country.
Felt like spring today. Temperatures actually a little below average, however. 42 our high today compares to an average high of 46, and we started the day off at a cool 24. Sunset tonight was at 5:44. We have some warmer weather in the forecast, but also some snow to tell you about after the break.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
My name's Robert Holliday, but all my friends call me Doc. It was a nickname I got in the military. I really like the trade. I like working with my hands, and I just decided I wanted to go back to Spokane, and I said I'm going to start my own business. I believe it was about 1987, 88. I didn't have any money, and I would go door to door introducing people, hey, I'm Doc Holliday, Holiday Heating, Refrigeration, and Appliance Repair. I was always about wanting to do it right and be honest and give everybody the best job they could possible.
Here's the latest expansion news from Spokane Tribe Casino. Check out the expanded Caesars Sportsbook, now the largest in the area. With even more room, more betting options than before, and a buddy bar with bar top games. Plus, be on the lookout for the all-new smoke-free gaming area, also coming soon. Grab your lucky charm and play Rainbow of Riches every Thursday for your chance to win up to $1,000 in cash or free play. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
What if you could find out how good something was before you even bought it? Like which shirts are actually good at repelling stains from coffee, ketchup, or wine? Well, tomorrow, that's exactly what we're doing for you. What's really stain resistant? That was like magic. It's try before you buy. Tomorrow on GMA.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
You even remember to water the house plants. I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
You didn't choose cat allergies. You didn't choose your hairline, hot flashes, the flu, or that thing when your knee just gives out for no reason. You didn't choose your bad back, or this, or that. You didn't choose depression, melanoma, or lactose intolerance. But with Kaiser Permanente, you can choose your doctor who works with other best-in-class specialists to care for all that is you.
What a beautiful day, and evening not too bad either. Here's the view from the station right now, a dramatic sunset with some beautiful clouds. They were cumulus clouds. Now they're starting to deflate as our air mass stabilizes. It's clear at the airport and 39, clear in Coeur d'Alene and 32 degrees. It'll be a crisp start to the day tomorrow, down in the 20s again. A full moon tonight, partly cloudy skies overnight. Tomorrow, partly to mostly sunny with a high temperature of 42 degrees. A day a lot like today until we get into the evening, and then things start to change. Forecast radar starting off at our current time, and we have had some showers out in the Columbia Basin, a few isolated spots in the central panhandle. Those will move north into the Omak, Winthrop area. Will be dry overnight in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Our air mass is unstable enough that there could be a few hit and miss snow showers through the day tomorrow, mainly over the Northeast Mountains and North Idaho, but much of the rest of the region will be dry until we get into tomorrow evening and we bring up a round of snow. Right now, it looks like most locations will see less than an inch of accumulation, especially right around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. I think at the high end could be an inch and a half in Coeur d'Alene. But that timing of it is such that that's going to impact your Thursday morning commute. And then we have another system on the way, the first of two atmospheric rivers that are mainly going to be impacting California, but we're on the far northern edge of that, moving in for Thursday night and into Friday in the form of snow. 2 to 3 inches possible around the Spokane and Coeur d'Alene area by the time Friday morning's commute is underway. And then it will turn into more of a rain-snow mix or non-accumulating snow. In the meantime, we'll continue to see the snow falling in the mountains and building up that snowpack and making for more powder days for the weekend. Over Overnight lows tonight will be down in the teens in Colville, 20s in most locations, a few 30s on the map, including Grand Coulee and Lewiston. High temperatures tomorrow ranging from the 30s in Winthrop and Sandpoint to 51 in Lewiston. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. We're going to stay in the 40s for the next couple of days. That snow coming in late Thursday and into Friday. Friday, a mix of rain and snow, a high of 38 degrees. A rain-snow mix possible on Saturday, but only a 20% chance. We set our clocks forward Saturday night and Sunday morning, and then more precipitation coming for next week, but it looks like we're going to be dealing with rain. High temperatures getting up actually a little above average, something we have not talked much about. It looks like we're going to be melting some snow around the region as well. Aaron.
Thank you, Chris. A terrifying situation on a United flight from Los Angeles to Boston. Federal investigators say a man tried to stab a flight attendant in the neck with a broken metal spoon.
Before that, he tried to open the emergency exit door while in the air. CNN's Pete Muntean explains what happened after he lunged at the flight attendant.
United Airlines Flight 2609 from Los Angeles to Boston. It was a smooth flight for the first 5 hours on Sunday until...
So where's the Homeland Security with the gun? Because I'm waiting for them to point the gun at me so I can show everybody that I won't die when I take every bullet in that clip to wherever in my body they shoot it, and then I will kill every man on this plane.
The agitated passenger is identified as Francisco Severo Torres of Massachusetts. The video obtained by CNN was recorded by a passenger. It shows Torres having violent outbursts towards other passengers and flight attendants.
Hey, Bianca. I love you, Bianca. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you, Bianca.
4 minutes. Nervous passengers sat down and listened.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Where's Homeland Security? There should be Homeland Security. Where are they diverting us? Because wherever it is, there's going to be a bloodbath everywhere.
15 seconds later, Torres walks out of his seat, pulls what appears to be a makeshift weapon out of his jacket pocket, and said what no airline passenger ever wants to hear.
So I'm taking over this plane.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm telling you right now.
Oh no.
I'm telling you right now.
While United Airlines says there were no reported injuries, the Justice Department says Torres rushed towards one of the flight attendants in a stabbing motion with a broken metal spoon, hitting the flight attendant on the neck area 3 times. Torres also told law enforcement that he tried to open the emergency door to jump out of the plane. Torres also claimed he was defending himself because he believed the flight crew was trying to kill him. Video shows passengers and crew members tackling and restraining Torres. A passenger told CNN Torres remained restrained for another 30 minutes before the plane landed safely at Boston Logan International Airport, where Torres was arrested.
People living at Camp Hope could soon have state jobs. We'll show you the work that's being done to help get them off the streets for good. Coming up, plus.
Spokane Public Schools' contract over a decade with Durham School Services could come to an end if the board decides to switch to a new bus company. Coming up, how that change would impact your kids' commute as soon as this fall.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Have you had those moments where you jolt awake?
It just happened. What?
Next live, Idris Elba. Plus March 13th, it's Live's After Oscar Show.
Watch live tomorrow at 9, right after GMA.
Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this winter. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region, only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Family, friends, and smiles as big as the wide-open vistas. Relax in a beautiful condo just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our new covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Your winter adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning is your family-owned and operated #1 HVAC contractor in the Northwest. Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning would like to introduce our own carbon reduction program. Buy a new energy-efficient furnace from Bill's Heating and receive a heat pump with installation absolutely free. No hidden fees, no conditions, no exceptions. Buy a furnace, get a free heat pump from Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Call today for estimates and repairs.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it.
The Move Fitness gyms are on the move.
Let's go! With a new gym opening soon in Spokane and a variety of fun classes starting now, there's never been a better time to join.
Four News Now is brought to you by Craig Swap and Associates.
Around the nation, 2 of the 4 Americans kidnapped in Mexico are back in Texas. Mexican officials confirmed the other 2 people are dead.
The Mexican president said 1 person has been arrested in connection to the kidnapping. ABC's M. Wynn has more.
A tragic ending in the case of those 4 Americans kidnapped in Mexico at gunpoint. The governor of the region in Mexico where the abduction occurred says 2 of the victims were found dead and their bodies are being held at a morgue in Matamoros. But sources close to the investigation tell ABC News the other 2 Americans who survived the attack are now back in the United States. This video appearing to show the group being led from their white minivan to the back of a pickup truck. ABC News has not verified the video, but sources familiar with the matter confirm it's part of the FBI's investigation.
These sorts of attacks are unacceptable. Our thoughts are with the families of these individuals, and we will continue to coordinate with Mexico and push them to bring those responsible to justice.
The 4 kidnapped victims now identified as Latavia Tay McGee, Shaid Woodward, Zindel Brown, and Eric Williams. McGee's mother says her daughter was traveling to Mexico to undergo cosmetic surgery. McGee and Woodward's cousins saying they're desperate for answers, adding McGee is a mother of 5.
It's hard on them also because we can't give them answers because we don't know anything.
Brown's family saying they spoke with him the day before the kidnapping.
I felt a little uneasy. And then, like I said, Friday morning, I texted and I didn't get anything.
U.S. officials explaining how gunmen began shooting at the group's minivan, which had North Carolina plates, then kidnapped the people inside. 1 Mexican bystander was also killed. And a warning to American travelers that Tamaulipas state is dominated by drug cartels and is rated as do not travel in America's travel advisory system, on par with nations like North Korea and Afghanistan.
We encourage Americans to heed that advice.
The Mexican president announcing at least 1 person has been arrested in connection to the kidnapping of the 4 Americans. M. Wynn, ABC News, Washington.
New at 6 o'clock, the Federal Reserve Chairman testified on Capitol Hill as the economy continues to give off mixed signals. During his testimony, Jerome Powell took an aggressive stance on battling inflation as the central bank awaits key pieces of economic data like the February jobs report, which is due out this week.
If the totality of the data were to indicate that faster tightening is warranted, we'd be prepared to increase the pace of rate hikes.
Powell confident the Fed will be able to rein in inflation and get the economy back on track, but the bank's aggressive position sparking fears of recession and job loss.
The economy means laying off workers. When you're slowing the economy, you're trying to put people out of work. That's your job, is it not?
You are gambling with people's lives.
Some economists warn continuing to hike interest rates could lead to a recession. The Spokane Public School District is considering ending a decade-long partnership with Durham Buses.
Hear about the new company that could be taking your kids to school coming up.
11 adults who have experienced homelessness in some capacity are turning their lives around. You're going to hear from one of them coming up in just a few minutes. You are watching 4 News Now at 6.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for cash, as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Get hooked on the outdoors at the 61st Annual Bighorn Show, March 16th through the 19th at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. There's something for everyone in the family at the Bighorn Show. Visit the Trophy Territory. Enjoy live music. Go fishing with the kids at Fishing World. Visit with hundreds of outdoor adventure vendors. Learn cooking tips from local celebrity chef Adam Hegstead, or just kick back and have a cold one at our Sportsman's Lounge. Get your tickets today at bighornshow.com.
Coeur d'Alene Casino is celebrating 30 years and counting more than
200,000 bingo!
300,000 rounds of golf.
38,000 spa services.
1.3 million hamburgers sold.
4,000 concerts, promotions, and events.
Plus 3 $1 million jackpot winners.
And now, join us for our $300,000 anniversary giveaway. $60,000 will be given away each Friday in March. See Casino for details.
Happy 30th anniversary. Welcome home.
You may be eligible for a new tax refund called the Working Families Tax Credit from the Washington State Department of Revenue. Those who qualify could get up to $1,200 back. Visit workingfamiliescredit.wa.gov.
At McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows, we're the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the Inland Northwest. That puts McVeigh Brothers in the top 1% of our profession. At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
Hey, another successful project. The Spokane Hope Center has been rebuilt and doubled due in part to Horizon Credit Union. Not only their painting of the walls and volunteering, but the artwork that's going up outside. The Extreme Team brought to you by Horizon Credit Union.
Well, get your kids Hoop Fest ready with the Little Ballers Spring Basketball Program. We have everything you need to know to sign up.
And the forecast definitely not Hoop Fest ready. Mark Peterson fills us in on the chilly weather ahead. That's tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe she could sell her house.
What could go wrong?
Like listing your house, then dealing with all the trouble, expense, not to mention closing costs. We Buy Ugly Houses can buy your house fast for cash, as is with no hassle. Call or click to sell quick.
Live from downtown Spokane, this is 4 News Now at 6:30.
A big change is likely underway for the Spokane Schools transportation system this week. The contract with Durham School Services could come to an end after over a decade of partnership.
Well, now the district is asking the school board to make a final decision to bring a new change to the bus route system and staffing plan. Peter Choi explains how this would impact kids who ride the bus to school.
A new proposal to bring new school buses for the Spokane Public Schools is under consideration right now. If the Spokane School Board follows recommendation, a new bus company, Zoom, will hit the streets of Spokane as soon as this fall. And parents tell me they hope to see a better service.
The real goal was to look at it in the future and who offers the best service going forward.
SPS has evaluated 2 companies, Durham and Zoom Services, through a scoring system. The district says switching to Zoom will cost over $71 million for all 5 years, starting in August 2023.
We've had experience with this year with our alternative transportation, and what we have noticed is it does offer a lot more up-to-date and accurate information, and a lot more options for families to communicate with the vendor through their technology.
California-based startup Zoom Services will provide new technology to improve route visibility and communication for parents, as well as new electric school buses.
New technology can always be great when it works, you know. You just don't know what's going to happen with it.
Parents tell me the safety during the kids' commutes is a top priority for them.
Gonna work is am I gonna get onto the platform and be able to track my kiddo or know when his bus is? You know, we're only as good as the technology is wanting to work that day.
Zoom provides busing for many districts, including Seattle, but the company wasn't ready when it launched last fall. We asked the Spokane schools if going back to Durham is possible when facing similar issues.
It would be difficult for us because Seattle's example, they kind of had a split award. With ours, it's one contractor, and the recommendation is to go with one contractor.
The school board will consider the proposal Wednesday night. District says parents are asked to participate and offer their feedback. In Spokane, Peter Choi, 4 News Now.
A live look over a very moody sky this evening. A little bit of light left in the sky and a few clouds as well. Here's a look at a time lapse from today, and I love this springtime cumulus buildup. A lot of instability in our atmosphere right now, although we didn't get any precipitation in Spokane. There were some showers around the region. You can see them off in the distance, but they are tapering off. Here's a look at our satellite and radar, and the last of some of those showers are beginning to peter out a little bit. There's still the possibility of an isolated sprinkle this evening or a flurry or two, mainly over the higher terrain. Our high temperatures today were close to average, not quite there in Spokane, 42, 40 in Coeur d'Alene. We stayed in the 30s in Bonners Ferry and Winthrop, but it was 50 today in Lewiston. Temperatures currently dropping rapidly in Coeur d'Alene and Sandpoint, already at freezing. It is 34 in Moscow and Pullman, still 44 in the Moses Lake area. In your Wednesday planner, it will be a day very much like today. We'll see some sunshine starting off the day in the 20s with a high of 42, but then we bring in the chance of some snow late tomorrow evening and into the Thursday morning commute. I'll tell you more about that and have your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Aaron?
Thank you, Chris. The North Idaho College Board of Trustees voted to reinstate the president they fired back in 2021. During a special meeting, the board voted on 2 motions. The first was to place their interim president on leave. The other was to reinstate former president Nick Swain, who currently is suing the college, claiming he was fired for no reason.
Multiple major beauty brands, including L'Oreal, are being sued over claims that their chemical hair straightening products caused cancer and other health problems. The federal lawsuit lists dozens of plaintiffs, mostly black women, pointing to a study published in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute last October, suggesting a link with hair straightening products like perms and relaxers and increased risk of uterine cancer in women who use them. Rhonda Terrell is one of those women.
That was my Christmas Eve Christmas gift, to tell me that he was sorry that I do have cancer and it's rare and it's aggressive and that I need to have chemotherapy.
According to the study, people who used relaxers 4 or more times a year were more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer compared to people who didn't use the products. Researchers didn't identify a particular ingredient in the trial, and they also say more research is needed.
Social media influencers are increasingly sharing reasons why they stopped using hormonal birth control. According to a study by the University of Delaware, some are focusing on promoting natural family planning. That's where women track their menstrual cycle to identify days when they might be most likely to become pregnant and avoid sex on those days. According to the CDC and World Health Organization, that's among the least effective ways to prevent pregnancies. Experts say this trend could be misleading younger viewers about safe sexual health practices. They also say social media should not replace medical advice. A group of people from Camp Hope are now getting a new opportunity to change their lives.
Through the PEP program, which is the pre-employment preparation program, some folks who have lived at Camp Hope for over a year are now looking at a very bright future. Our Emily Bloom is sharing that story tonight at 6:30.
Behind the walls of this Northeast Community Center, 11 individuals are turning their lives around. Throughout a 4-week program, they are learning skills and trades that will make them highly recruitable.
The building trades needed people, and there were a lot of people in Spokane that needed better paying jobs.
The mastermind behind this project, Judith Gilmore, saw an opportunity for others a few years ago.
From bricklayers and masons to the electricians to plumbers, pipe fitters to HVAC, everything is in there.
These are just a few of the skills this group of students will have under their belt after they graduate.
I was a machinist, never had a criminal record in my life. A friend of mine had something happen to her. I did something to the guy, ended up going to prison.
After this experience, things went south for Philip, and he's been at Camp Hope for over a year. But he won't be there much longer.
So now to go and do something that I want to do and sounds fun to me, I mean, that's incredible. And to make money at it, too.
This opportunity will give him a shot at going from homeless to homeowner.
I'm excited. I don't know what else to say about that. We got 3 weeks left.
They don't eliminate the barriers, they just make it possible to get over them.
So they can help their families, their generation after generation, from being somebody being homeless for a year or a decade, all of a sudden, buying a home. We have those stories.
This fourth cohort was funded by Washington State DOT, giving those who have been living on their land a shot at turning things around.
Heavy equipment.
Okay, you know exactly what you want to do.
Yeah. Yep, good money. It's a lot of fun, and I've had some experience with it.
After this 20-day crash course, they'll have the skills employers are looking for.
And quite frankly, when we have a graduation, apprenticeship representatives line the back of the room. They're there with their business cards. They want to talk to the graduates.
The graduation for these 11 students is set for March 24th at 12 o'clock. I am told that for many of them, it'll be the first graduation they've ever had. Reporting in Spokane, Emily Bloom, 4 News Now.
Coming up in sports, we have an update from the WCC championship game between Gonzaga and St. Mary's.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by R&R RV.
Law Tigers present the 18th Annual Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds. One Wheel Revolution Stunt Show, Swap Meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas Giveaway, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
My name's Robert Holliday, but all my friends call me Doc. It was a nickname I got in the military. I really like the trade. I like working with my hands, and I just decided I wanted to go back to Spokane, and I said I'm going to start my own business. I believe it was about 1987, 88. I didn't have any money, and I would go door to door introducing people, hey, I'm Doc Holliday, Holiday Heating, Refrigeration, and Appliance Repair. I was always about wanting to do it right and be honest and give everybody the best job they could possibly.
The doctor will see you now. But do they really? Do they see that crick in your neck? That ache in your heart? Will they see that funny little thing that wasn't there last year? The new bounce in your step? The way your retinal scan connects to your blood sugar? At Kaiser Permanente, all of us work together to care for all that is you.
Exhilaration awaits in the 2023 Mazda CX-30. With standard I-Active all-wheel drive and an available 250 horsepower turbo engine, its dynamic performance will awaken all of your senses.
Embrace every unexpected turn in the all-wheel drive Mazda CX-30. All models are in stock now at Foothills Mazda. Take yours home today or visit SpokaneMazda.com.
Law Tigers present the 18th Annual Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds. One Wheel Revolution Stunt Show, Swap Meet, Budweiser Biker Bar, Law Tigers Great Gas Giveaway, and more. The Spokane Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Spokane Fairgrounds.
Polar plunge. Woo! But is it safe? Next, Inside Edition, they jump into the freezing ocean. They say it's invigorating.
I love it. I love it.
But is it too risky? Then she fits into the bikini her mom wore years ago. But can she fit into her mother's wedding dress for her big day?
This is like unreal.
Watch the next Inside Edition.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Inside Edition at 7.
There's more March snow in the forecast, and it's not that unusual, although it does seem a little irritating when we're starting to really look forward to spring. So far this March, we've had 2.5 inches of snow officially at the airport. You may have had more at your house, or perhaps even a little less. Our average for the entire month of March is just under 4 inches. Our record for March is over 16 inches. That dates back to 1897. That would be a hard record to break. We did not have any snow in March in 2022 or 2021. Maybe that's one of the reasons it seems a little out of place to have that snow around the region. I think we will easily make it to average this week, if not a little bit above. We would have to get more than 9 inches to break into the top 10 snowiest Marches in Spokane, and I don't think we're going to get there. We may get more snow, but one of the things is it melts. So, oh, whoops, let's go back and look at that graphic. I'm sorry. It melts as fast as you can measure it these days. Here's a look at the forecast snow through Thursday morning. We have a system coming through tomorrow night into Thursday morning, and an initial look at some of the snowfall totals. In general, an inch or less around Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, even up into North Idaho. Some of the heavier totals in the central panhandle and along the east slopes into parts of the northern Columbia Basin. That'll make a tricky commute. Then we have another system coming in Thursday night into Friday, and that looks like it could bring more in the 2 to 3 inch range into the region, because we are tapping into an atmospheric river. Heavy snow and in the mountains and precipitation into California. We will be on the northern extreme of that moisture, but we are looking for snow and then a rain-snow mix through the day on Friday. But it's going to be snow overnight Thursday into that Friday morning commute. So a couple of tricky commutes to keep in mind on the way in the forecast, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow, high of 42. We should escape the snow tomorrow morning, and then it comes in for Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Thursday night into Friday, and then most of the day Friday, we are going to have at least some form of precipitation. A little bit of lingering rain or snow on Saturday, and then a break on Sunday. Less of Sunday to enjoy. We lose an hour. We are moving forward. Daylight saving time officially beginning, and then it's back to just rain on Monday and Tuesday as temperatures get above average for the first time in a long time. Kirsten?
I'm squinting. Is that a 50? I see.
It is a 50. Yes.
50. All right. Something new. Okay, thanks, Chris. Well, new at 6:30, the Spokane County Sheriff's Office has opened a scope office and museum at the Valley Mall.
It's meant to give people a more relaxed and convenient location to learn more about some of the services provided by the Sheriff's and Valley's Police Department. It's part of the county's community outreach program, where you can stop by, learn about things like the Neighborhood Watch, fraud and identity theft prevention, and firearm safety.
We're just trying to get out that there's law enforcement here, and you come and talk to us. It's a great opportunity for the citizenry, see some of the things from the past.
The museum will display things like the first bomb squad robot and the first police drone to be used in Spokane County.
Well, new at 6:30 now, a number of companies are hopping on the sales trend known as premiumization, where companies offer tiered versions of their products in an attempt to get customers to buy the most expensive one. Here's ABC's Becky Worley with the details.
Premiumization. It's a classic airline model. Expensive first-class cabins in the front and the cheap seats in the back. But premium pricing tiers are now available in products that have nothing to do with the friendly skies.
You take a product and separate it into tiers. And so some of the tiers are more premium and they purportedly offer better quality, but they can also charge more. And so they tend to be more profitable.
You can see it in a wide range of products, from food like Krispy Kreme donuts. Last year, the company focused on wooing customers with bargains. This year, focusing instead on premium specialty donuts, which are more ornate and more expensive.
We come to AMC theaters to laugh, to cry.
To the movies. AMC Theaters recently announcing they'll be offering 3 tiers of seating in some showings, charging more for the best viewing locations in the theater. And even good old WD-40. There's now a smart straw option that costs 9 cents more an ounce. And if you upgrade to the bendy straw, it'll cost you 20 cents more an ounce.
We've really just seen it take off like wildfire in the wake of the pandemic. We're seeing a lot more companies segment their customers into these groups of higher paying, more profitable premium customers, and then everybody else.
And experts offer that these examples of premium pricing structures may just be the start.
You know, we're starting to see this in a lot of different industries. And I think the question is that going to continue, and is it going to sort of deepen and expand?
Here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight. It's The Rookie at 8, followed by back-to-back episodes of Will Trent starting at 9.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
This is Ford Truck Month, America. Time to get into Ford F-150. All amped up and ready for work or play. Get 0 for 36 plus $3,000 low APR cash on a 2022 F-150 XLT at your local Ford dealer.
Vroom, vroom. Oh, don't worry. I'll make sure to leave plenty of space when I pass by. I think 200 feet is right here. Thank you. That looks safe to me. And if I can't move over, I promise I'll slow down at least 10 miles an hour below the speed limit, or no more than 50 miles an hour. You promise? Promise.
We want everyone to get home at the end of the day. When you see vehicles with flashing lights or people working on the side of the road, move over or slow down.
Fred's Appliance has GE Profile appliances on sale with smart leading-edge features that make life a little easier.
Smart features and sophisticated designs to simplify your life.
Profile dishwashers are quiet, powerful, and offer flexible loading options.
Fred's has more kitchen packages than you'll find anywhere. Save on GE appliances with up to $2,000 in rebates at your local Fred's Appliance.
Fred's has appliances in stock and on sale. Stop in and see us today.
She was looking so fine.
Where's the butler?
It's John Butler. Hate being judged by your name? So do we. At Consign Furniture and Jewelry, we're not what you think. Our inventory is the best in the Northwest. Like this, and this, and this. Check out the most unique shopping experience in the universe.
At McVeigh Brothers Roofing, Siding, and Windows, we're the only 5-star certified select shingle master contractor in the inland Northwest. That puts McVeigh Brothers in the top 1% of our profession. At McVeigh Brothers, we're working for you.
This Sunday, let's salute the amazing people who bring magic to life. Enjoy the moment. The Oscars, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, live Sunday on ABC.
There will always be bumps in the road, but we got guts, America. So let's drive on and make the future we want to see together.
Get 0 for 36 plus $2,000 trade-in cash on an in-stock 2022 Escape, only at your local Ford dealer.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Well, if there was ever a safe bet in Las Vegas, it's Gonzaga. Welcome into sports. I'm Julian Minnesome. The Gonzaga Bulldogs have made it to the West Coast Conference Championship game for 26 straight seasons. If the Bulldogs wanted to win the WCC tournament, they would have to go through their rival St. Mary's. Gonzaga leads 33-19 in the first half right now. And with 12 points, Drew Timme, he made some history. He is now Gonzaga's all-time scoring leader. We'll have another update from this game coming up tonight on Nightside. Now, earlier in Las Vegas, Gonzaga women's hoops looking to win a 3rd straight WCC tournament title. Bulldogs taking on Portland. Gonzaga was rolling early and often. Bulldogs forced the turnover here. Kaylin Trong steps right into a 3-pointer. Bulldogs led by 11 points at halftime, but Portland refused to go away. Alex Fowler, the big post player for the Pilots, gives Portland the lead. Gonzaga was playing from behind in the 4th quarter. Check this out. Next play, Yvonne Ejim from the elbow makes it look easy. Gonzaga retakes the lead with under a minute to go. These teams went back and forth for pretty much this entire game. And here's Fowler again, this time for Portland, showing off the fancy footwork. And the Pilots will go back in front there in the final minute. Now 11 seconds to go. Gonzaga down by 3.
They're going to try to go for a three-pointer to tie the game. They go to Brenna Maxwell in the corner, but she loses the ball. Portland outscores Gonzaga by 15 in the second half and upsets the Bulldogs in the WCC Championship. Heartbreak, 64-60 is the final. Gonzaga will now have to wait until Selection Sunday to see where they land in the NCAA tournament. The women's selection shows at 5 o'clock on Sunday. The Bulldogs were a projected 8 seed coming into today. Eastern Washington women's basketball taking on Northern Arizona in the semifinals of the Big Sky tournament. Game tied in the second quarter. Eastern Washington's Jamie Loera shows why she was the Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. The steal and the score. Eagles take the lead. Northern Arizona led at halftime and kept it going into the second half. Reagan Skank was unlimited range as the Lumberjacks go up by 6 after the three-pointer. Now fourth quarter, Eastern trying to keep it close. Aaliyah Alexander had a big game for the Eagles. She gets the rebound and the putback and the foul. Alexander led Eastern Washington with 16 points in this game, but it wasn't enough. Emily Rodabaugh shuts the door on the Eagles' comeback right here with the big three-pointer. Eastern Washington falls 74-57. The Eagles are now eliminated from the Big Sky tournament. Now, a couple of Washington State basketball players are taking home some hardware. Center Muhammad Gay was named the All-Pac-12 first team and was also an All-Pac-12 defensive team honorable mention. Gay leads the Pac-12 in double-doubles. Now, Cougars guard T.J. Bamba earned an All-Pac-12 honorable mention as well. Bamba leads Washington State in scoring at 15 points a game. Cougars will take on Cal in the first round of the Pac-12 tournament at 2:30 tomorrow. And that'll wrap us up for sports.
Julian, thank you.
Well, good news for parents. Another library is open.
The Indian Trail Library in Northwest Spokane has been closed for renovation since the fall of 2021. This is what it looks like now. The Indian Trail Library's upgrade is part of a library bond that passed in 2018 worth $77 million to renovate and create new libraries in Spokane. After Indian Trail Library, the final facility to reopen will be the South Hill Library on March 21st. My favorite right now is still downtown, but I haven't been to Indian Trail yet, so got to check it out. For more information about the library renovations, see this story on KXLY.com.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Next ET.
Great job. Oh, Rocket just said great job.
We don't want to believe it's the last season.
You got to take it one game at a time.
We're with Ted Lasso's Jason Sudeikis and Hannah Waddingham, plus Hillary Duff on her TV reunion with John Corbett.
Acting jobs, you never know where they're going to take you.
Then our Texas Size exclusive with Sugarland's Jennifer Nettles, her wild new dating show.
Next ET.
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or Click It RV in Spokane and get the same grand opening specials on travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and Class A and C motorhomes. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway or clickitrv.com.
Use me to take a bite out of food waste and help the environment.
How'd you do that?
Well, give me yard waste, food scraps, heck, even your food soiled paper like pizza boxes, paper towels, and coffee filters. I'll take it to be composted and returned to the soil.
And we'll still be here for the rest.
Learn more at SpokaneCountySolidWaste.org.
Wow, you guys really are taking the Zags Win You Win promotion seriously.
Oh, yes, ma'am. If the Gonzaga Bulldogs win the 2023 National Championship, Bill's Heating's going to be refunding up to $6,000 of people's eligible equipment purchases, including yours.
Well, I hope you win.
Yeah, we got this.
We know vaccines, immunizations, and boosters save lives. They nearly eradicated polio, protected our infants from chickenpox and measles, and kept our kids safe from whooping cough and meningitis. The best way to keep your family safe from these viruses is to stay informed about when to get vaccinated. If you have questions about vaccinations, like COVID-19 or the flu, talk with your healthcare provider today. Learn more at askyourprovider.org.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley or Click It RV in Spokane and get the same grand opening specials plus liquidation prices on all 20 to 22 RVs. Nobody will beat our prices. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway or clickitrv.com.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Bighorn Outdoor Adventure Show.
More sunshine tomorrow, high of 42, but that snow will be moving in.
It's always something. It's always something with you, Chris.
I know. I feel like I should emphasize the sun and just sort of brush aside the snow.
Look, we're getting to the 50s, but you'll lose an hour of your life.
I'll be nothing but good news soon. Don't worry. Yeah, we're close.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app. See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.